Comic book community, boy, do I have a comic haul for you. I went to Portland, Oregon for Frankenstein's Comic Swap. So this is a twice-a-year con, small local con, 2 floors in an old Macy's building in a very mild mall. A mild meaning there's not a lot of stores there. So malls are kind of going extinct, it seems. But in this empty Macy's building is 2 floors of comic books that are local dealers, but also a lot of individual sellers that are just trying to purge their collections and leverage other books. So I had a great time. My friend Sean from Queerty Comics, he was like, you need to check out Frankenstein's. I finally made it happen in March 2025, so I'm just back. So Sean shared a booth with Dan's X-Men Comics and Bronze Age Nerd. Actually, Bronze Age has his own sticker, which he was saying I need to get on that. So Queerty Comics, Dan's X-Men Comics, and Bronze Age Nerd. Awesome guys. It was great to meet Bronze Age and Dan, and had a blast hunting around the con. So before I get into this haul, and I'm going to tell you, this haul blew my mind. I'm just going to put it out there. So that's a little teaser for this video, but I do not lie. I found some amazing deals and I can't wait to show you. But take a look at the con floor. I didn't film anything until towards the end, so some of the dealers were packing up. It wasn't as busy, but I swear to God, this place was packed. There were a lot of attendees, and it was a good con. So take a look at the floor, and I'll show you the books.
Hunter in his habitat.
All right, I had so much fun hunting. It really installed the hunt mode in me a bit more. I've been not hunting comics a lot lately. I haven't gone to local cons. So going to Frankenstein's, new territory for me, all new dealers, people I've never shopped with before. It was ripe for the picking for someone like me that has never engaged with these folks. So I started off a little light. I did a little hunting. Since I helped Sean set up his booth, I got in early. I did a little bit of looking at books right before the show opened, about 10 minutes before it opened. Didn't find too much, but right as the show started, I did find a Malibu Sun. This is a Malibu Sun 16. I think I got this for $3 from someone who watches the channel, so that was awesome. So this is the first, I guess you could say, preview of Cyberforce. So not early Mark Silvestri, but yeah, it's old Mark Silvestri from the 90s. This was 1992. So this Malibu Comics was the publisher of Image Comics at the time. So they published this as part of their preview guide. So I picked up this one. And what else did I pick up? The other early book I picked up was Detective Comics 475. I got this for $15. So in most cases, the price on the label is not what I paid. People were willing to make deals, small, medium, or large deals, and boy, did I get some deals. So first, Deadshot. Picked this up. This is one of the Batman books that I had been looking for a good price point in good condition. This is a really nice one. And then for $5 each, I picked up some Fantastic Four. I picked up some early Fantastic Four 155. This is an early Silver Surfer. Not really a key, but it is early Silver Surfer. Picked up 156. We got Doom and Silver Surfer. I think one of these has the origin of Silver Surfer and Shellaball. And then one of the iconic battles between Hulk and Thing, 166. So really nice smilers. They had some good books in this booth. I meant to go back and check out more, but I didn't. Just so many books at this con. I also picked up, here's where the heat starts, Captain Britain #1. Nice copy for $40. I saw this in the beginning of the con, and then I did my shopping. I wasn't sure I wanted it for $40. It was rough shape. Sean actually pressed this for me while I was there, pressed, and we got this spine roll fixed. There was a bit of a spine roll, so it looks really nice. There is no mask in there. So it is without mask, but it is a nice raw copy. For 40 bucks, I couldn't let it sit there. It was sitting there at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, after the show had been open since 11. So people passed that book up. Whatever. Happy to have that. The next book stack, these books, they were not marked, and the seller was just pricing things off the cuff. And all of them were great books. He had a lot of great keys in his bins, and I fully was expecting to put many of these back after I heard the price. So let me show you what I got for 80 bucks. Action Comics 894. This is the first death in modern, DC comic continuity. Picked up Invincible 64. It does have some spine ticks, but hey, this is the Conquest storyline that we just watched on Amazon. And I've had all the Invincible books, and now I'm kind of recollecting some of the keys if I find them for cheap. So I picked this one up. Again, $80 for all of these. Picked up Invincible 120. Really nice copy. This is the death of, well, I don't want to spoil it. Death of a character. Invincible 120. Savage Dragon 114. Really cool white cover. Another Invincible Conquest book, Invincible 63. I love this cover. Again, all these were 80 bucks. Here's the heat. Earthworm Jim, #1, newsstand. It did have a sticker, so Sean helped me clean and press this book, so it looks much nicer than it did. But still, this was when he was going to give this to me for $5, so I packaged everything together. $5 for this. Again, Invincible 33. Angstrom Levy. Last of Us 4. Last of Us 3. Last of Us 2. And last but not least, The Last of Us #1. So I've never seen this in a bin. It wasn't priced. The guy looked at it. He's like, oh, $10, $10, $10, $10. He thought about this one. He's like, I'll give it to you for $10. I was a little like dumbfounded. I was like, are you sure? Great. All right. $80 for all those books I just showed, including all these Last of Us. The whole run. I'm going to be reading this, and I'll probably actually sell this to help pay for the con, which I paid, all the books I paid for. This is crazy pants. And I believe this is the first print because the other printings have different color logos. So let me know if I'm wrong, but I looked at it. It doesn't say any other printing. Crazy. This is just crazy. I walked upstairs to Sean, Dan's, and Bronze Age Nerds comic book booth, and I was like, what just happened? When I got those books, I was like, that is, I'm a little shell-shocked that I found those. So the rest was kind of gravy at the con. I mean, the Captain Britain, those $80 books. I was like, okay, I'm great. I didn't spend a whole lot of money. So the other books I picked up, Savage Dragon 167. This is Emperor Dragon storyline. I've been recollecting some of the Savage Dragon books that I love. Savage Dragon 140, which is a sought-after one because we got Invincible on the cover. It's a crossover with Image. It did have some corner issues. We pressed it out a bit with Sean, so that was great. Sean has a press. He has a room for comic books. It was great to be able to get some complimentary pressing, but he does pressing. Buy one, get one half off, so I got the first appearance of Terra, 113. Invincible, and this is just a killer cover. I was going to get this anyway, and then I realized it was the first appearance of Terra. So I got this one, and I got Invincible 65. So it was buy one, get one half off there. So that was a pretty good deal, too. And this is definitely a key. And 65 is where the series ends, currently. The season ends. And the last book I picked up, I got it for like $70. Was Invincible 110, the infamous rape issue. So really nice condition, very minor wear. There's a little bit of scuffing on the side, but otherwise, really a near mint copy for $70. You can't touch this book, I think, for that price. So, yeah, so it's been fun to recollect the Invincibles. So those are the books I bought from the dealer booths. I also saw Comic Book Buddy, some of you may know Big B McFly, on Instagram and YouTube. So he was selling some books out of his backpack, walking around. It was great to meet him. I've never met him in person. And he's trying to finance a big boy book. And I was like, yeah, I'm happy to help you if there's something you have I want. And he gave me an amazing deal on a Fantastic Four slab. Not just any Fantastic Four slab, but a single-digit Fantastic Four slab. So the story is, I have 1 through 5, and I believe all of them but one of them are 2.0s. So 2.0 seems to be my sweet spot for Fantastic Four early issues. I'm not achieving high grade books there, nor do I want them. I think it's kind of nice to have lower grade but presentable copies. And so he pulled this slab out. Fantastic Four 8, 2.0, first Puppet Master and Alicia Masters. So 2.0, he gave this to me for like an amazing, like $120 or something like that. Really great deal that I couldn't pass up. And I had the cash and I was like, okay, we're done. We'll do it. Yes, thank you. So Big B, thank you for the deal. I do appreciate that. You were the one slab I bought this whole time in Portland because I did some other comic book shows or shops around town. And so to pick up this key, which is, it's a villain key, which sometimes those are spotty, but it's Alicia. If Alicia does make an appearance, it's one of those iconic covers. I don't necessarily love the Puppet Master as a villain himself, but I love owning a piece of Marvel history and Fantastic Four. So, yeah, there's really not many, if any, other Fantastic Four issues I'm looking for at this point. This was one I had been looking at locally, but it had a cutout, and I wasn't willing to pay the cutout. Or have the cutout. So a 2.0, which is sort of the sweet spot, it was meant to be. It was kismet. So that's my haul. That is Frankenstein Comic Book Swap in Portland, Oregon, twice a year. So I highly recommend it. I think it is, if you are in that area, if you are on the West Coast in Portland, go check that out because they do good stuff. They have an Instagram page, so they don't show a lot of content. They're showing pictures of Frankenstein on their Instagram page. They really should take photos of the booths and promote the books that are there. I really hope that for them and get some further excitement. But follow them. They post the dates for the shows. And I would definitely try to get back to a future Frankenstein. If not this year, next year maybe. So I hope you love the deals I found. Stay tuned. I have 2 more videos in me from my Portland trip. I am going to be showcasing a local comic shop that I got some great stuff at, Excalibur Comics. And then I'm going to show a stack of books I found at about 5 other comic book stores in Portland. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to my channel, I would love to have you on board. And I will see you at the next video. Take care.